see you. Isn't that wonderful? Today we have two guests in the studio. First up, ladies first. I have my friend, my sissy,
Yes,
all the way from Aruba, Miss Angie Stewart. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Tanya.
All right. Where are you? What brings you back to the wheel?
You. See, I know how to say the right answer.
That's right. We're gonna have fun today. Talk about how God chose y'all to go to Aruba and how your obedience is paying out. Then we have the man, the legend, all things BMG, Fonz Brown
What's
in the
up? What's up,
studio.
lady? What's going on? How you?
Listen, it is an honor to have you in this studio. We're gonna have fun talking about all the great things that you're doing, how God is leading you to do miraculous things for this city, this state, and also the world. Okay.
Yes,
Amen.
ma'am.
Before we get started, I got some announcements. You know, today is Tanya Tuesday, right? So at 12 o'clock, you go get it with Tanya White on envisionedbroadcasting.com as we talk about what we talking about today. I forgot. Tune in at 12. Uh y'all know I'm 53, I forget. But it's a great show. We're gonna teach you how to go get it. Whatever your it is. We're gonna teach you go get it with focus, with fierceness, and fabulousness with Tanya White, okay?
That's
And
right.
that's at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on envisionedbroadcasting.com. Y'all, back to school is Thursday. So let's pray for the JC to the PS.
Yeah.
That we have a better start this year.
Yes.
Pray for all my sorors, first of all, who are educators. Ooh, y'all handling business, my deltas, and all the educators, principals, staff, students, parents.
Yeah.
It's time to go back to school
Yeah.
and learn. So Thursday, get up. If you don't know your bus stop, you better call today and be prepared. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I had a great went to a great event. Real Talk was in these real streets Saturday. At the Black Future Fest. It was a fantastic inaugural event. Big ups to Chantrice Martin for her vision. All the local Louisville artists like Sheila Fox, Beauty.
Sheila.
Shout out to Sheila. She's doing her thing.
We'll talk about it.
That's right. That's right. Because you got something coming up too with artists, don't you?
Yeah. So,
I met some great artists, even some young artists, and I did some interviews. Big ups to Total Coverage 360 for helping me elevate Real Talk in these real streets. So thank you. We're gonna do some more. If you want Real Talk to come do some interviews, just email me at Real Talk with Tanya White at gmail.com. And y'all know Tanya is Tanya. White is in the color, or call me at 502-836-9760. All right, back to the show. Miss Angie, Fonz, we're going to talk about God's assignments for our life and our obedience, how important it is, okay? And all the things that we're doing. Angie, now, a couple years ago, you and my brother Alan, the
Yes.
18, I call him,
The 18.
y'all finally did your book.
Yes.
Just when I thought.
Just when I thought when God chooses, no one loses.
Tell our audience what's that about.
When God chooses, no one loses. It's about being obedient in relationships.
Yes.
A lot of times we want to pick and choose who we want instead of waiting on God to bring it to us. So whether you're dating, married, engaged, whatever, you have to allow the Lord to be God in your life, in your relationships. And when He chooses, you don't lose.
Listen, tell our audience how God chose you and Alan to come together and what the circumstances were, because this is miraculous. First of all, before you say it, y'all better go to Amazon right now and get this book, Just When I Thought by Alan and Angie Stewart. Tell us how y'all met.
I was at work one day, got my little crew working, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me in my little prayer time, real quick, trying to do the daily bread.
Mm-hmm.
Go see Obama.
Mm-hmm. This was years ago, huh?
Years and years ago. And I said, go see Obama. I didn't know what that meant. So I called my friend, who's also, at that time, was my prayer partner.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her, when was Obama coming to Louisville? She got back with me a couple hours later and said, he's coming today.
Today.
So
Okay.
her and I went to see Obama. And while we were there, my husband sitting next to me.
He wasn't your husband yet, right?
He wasn't my husband yet. He was
Where was he
somebody
coming
else's
from?
guy.
That's right.
No, he wasn't married anymore. He was coming from Alabama,
Uh-huh.
came to visit his mom here, and his mom insisted that he take her and go with her
To Obama.
to see Obama.
Now, I wish my brother was online, Alan Stewart. So we're going to tell his story. He was just coming out of a bitter marriage.
A bitter marriage.
A bitter marriage. You can share the story real quick.
Yeah, he was coming out of a bitter marriage, broken, hurt, disgusted, and probably, would never want to trust a woman again. And
because he found what happened? You can tell the story because it's in the book.
Yes, in the book. He came home and his wife at the time was sleeping with somebody else in their bed.
Lord have mercy.
And he went to retrieve his.
Somebody sleeping in my bed. That was for real. That's
for real.
Drew Hill said.
And he went to get his piece that he's not proud of.
Yeah.
But the box was empty. The gun box was empty. So.
And the Lord. That was the Lord.
Divine intervention.
He took all his stuff.
His stuff.
And came to Louisville. And the same day he what?
Met me. Yeah.
Listen, isn't that God?
It is.
God told you to go see Obama. You ain't even know when he came. God told him to leave that situation. Don't shoot that man.
Yeah.
Come visit his mama. And his mama insisted
that he take her to see Obama. And that's where he's sitting next to me.
Sat next to you. And you got to tell this about the phone number.
Oh my God. So my girlfriend, my prayer partner, my mother, my friend, my sister, she was wanting me to take a picture with him. And I'm looking at her rolling my eyes like, I don't know this man sitting next to me.
That's right.
You want me to lean over and take a picture? But I was obedient and did it. So after Obama had spoke to us, we were leaving and I've got her arm and we're walking out. I knew that this man was behind me. I could feel his presence. So I turned around and blurted out my number. Now, why?
Because you didn't want to.
I didn't want to. I'm like, for real, God, this is what we're doing. Blurted out my number. The man put the number in, dropped his phone. It cracked. I mean, it fell into pieces. It wasn't my issue. I didn't care. I was obedient. I gave him the number. Long story long. He gets home 2 hours later, and it takes him 2 hours to figure out the number. And his mom busted him out with that.
Listen,
we did 2 hours to get the number.
To get the number. See, when God wants to put you together, he'll put you together.
He'll do it.
That's why you gotta be obedient.
Obedient, and then it's effortless. We keep trying to intervene and do his work.
Listen,
when we don't have to.
We don't have to.
We know what's good for us.
Listen to all the hopeful romantics out there. Benny, you a hopeful romantic? I know I am. Y'all know my baby went to heaven 3 years ago, and God said I'm gonna have a second love story.
Amen.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I dated some craziness, but it's coming.
Amen.
So I'm hopeful. And if you're a hopeful romantic, please go to Amazon right now. Get Just When I Thought. It's so many other God ordained instances in the Angie and Alan's romance. Angie was coming out of a relationship with your
I was engaged to a gentleman and he committed suicide.
Yeah. So she wasn't feeling it.
I wasn't feeling it.
Alan was coming out of a bitter marriage where he wasn't feeling it. But what? When God chooses, no one loses. Just like when God chooses you, Fonz, to do some things, you gotta do it, don't you?
Every time.
Tell us a little bit about who Fonz is. Then we're gonna go into all the million things that Fonz is doing for this city.
Fonz is a blessed man.
Yes, right.
Working man. So,
amen.
A few things.
Yeah. Tell us your background. Fonz wasn't always Fonz. This Fonz we know, right? Because this is real talk, Fonz. You can tell real talk in a real way, but it's still a gospel station.
Yeah.
Okay?
Most definitely. A little bit about me, man. Like a lot of people know, I used to have my own endeavors out here, like the typical story. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It took a certain life-changing situation where I almost lost my life due to gun violence. It set me down for a couple of years where I had to take my body, get my legs back up under. And once that happened, I said it. I promised the Lord that He changed this situation, and I'll change my situation. So, Daddy stood by His word. He gave me the strength. It was hard, you know what I mean? Real hard. But I pushed through it. He did His part. So ever since then, I've been doing my part.
Yeah. So sometimes God creates situations to awaken us.
Yes.
Get our attention.
Yes.
And then it's up to us to choose to be obedient.
Yeah.
What was it about that situation that said, okay, I'm done?
I think when you're sitting there and you have time to reflect on what you've been doing and seeing who's really around you and the people who actually took the time to come make sure you were good.
Mhm.
It doesn't balance out with how many people you had in your corner when you was okay. You know what I'm saying? So, and you laying there in that bed and nobody's sitting there checking up on you. You know, everybody know you need to shape up. You need to have nobody come through for that, even though you helping a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You know, regardless of how I was doing it, I just remember doing a lot for a lot of people and not having those. So, like I said, you know, I talk to God daily, you know, and it's hit me.
Mhm.
Figure out what I want myself.
That's what you did. And let's right there when you say we help when you help a lot of people. Angie, I know you, you know me. The gift of giving sometimes is you don't receive that gift back.
Right.
Angie, I'm gonna start with you because you give and give. You're an intercessor. You pray for everybody, especially your assignment is praying for a healthy, godly relationships.
Yes.
And sometimes you are in need.
Yes.
So how do you find the strength? And we just talked about this. This is why I'm going here. We talked about this in the car. How do you find the strength to keep going when you are in need and you find yourself like Fonz say, "Hey, look, I have all these people who's helping me, Jesus."
Walking in here, listening to the song that Benny had playing, it's in my heart.
Yes. Okay.
It's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's what God has ordained me to do. Even when I was 11 years old, I knew I had that call on my life, but I didn't understand it. I'm only a child. At 17, having a child out of wedlock, I still didn't understand, but there was prayer still on the inside of me. It wasn't until 19 that he began to, open it up. So sometimes, Tanya, I cry a little bit, but I never have a party. I don't do pity parties and I don't attend them.
Yeah.
And I cry a little bit and then I talk to him and allow him to talk back. Because see, a lot of times we're praying, but we're not listening.
Yeah.
He's speaking and we're not even hearing what he's understanding. And the word says, you come near me with your mouth.
Yeah.
But sometimes your heart is far from me. He wants our hearts. Yeah. So I just have to know that I'm living this life to live again.
Yeah.
I want to hear him say, well done, my good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few things. Come on up, how I'll make you rule over many. I said, Lord, I don't even have to be ruler over many. If you just let me come up. Come up. So I just continue to trust him, Tanya, in spite of what it looks like.
Yeah.
Love when I don't feel like I don't have the energy that I think I want to love.
Yeah.
Somebody, where was we just at? And they were saying, taking somebody's hand, how do you shake another song?
Yeah.
How do you shake their hand when you know they don't like
Yeah.
it?
How do you
It's in my heart.
It's in your heart.
Because Jesus is my heart.
That's right.
God is love. He's love.
He's love.
Yeah.
Fine. Speak to you when you was on your transition. You was like, I don't got nobody to help me. And the testosterone probably was like, man. How did human Fonz and spiritual Fonz come together and say, look, we're not gonna do what old Fonz do?
Man.
That's real, ain't it?
Like it just changed the people that was around me. You know what I'm saying? I have good homies. You know what I mean? My boy, he talked to me about what's account. You know, he's my business partner. Shout out. So he's push it all the time. He's like, man, you gotta, so when you find that homie that's telling you, get yourself into counseling, that you can listen to, not afraid to really just be real with you. That's what I did. He was the first person really to, really keep pushing the counseling. Like I was in my previous marriage, and I didn't really understand what counseling really was about. There's a lot of things that I didn't really understand, but it wasn't until I had to, like I said, look at myself in a lot of different ways that I had to put myself in that situation. I ended up liking it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it really gave me, I'm sorry, a sense of relief.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of weight has come off the shoulders, talking about life to someone that doesn't know you and is going to just give you unbiased opinion, but sometimes really make you look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with me. And like I said, it's just like keeping positive people around that's going to keep speaking good stuff into you. You know what I'm saying? So I could have easily picked up phones and chopped it up with my homies, my lokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But
it was hard. You know what I mean? But now sit back thinking about the things that I've been able to accomplish from actually being on the block to being able to You know, I've been down in city council meetings and things.
Yep, he's everywhere. I keep telling y'all, Fonz is the mate.
You know, it trips me out sitting in some of these rooms, you know, looking around at some of these people that I know, you know, could care less about me, to be always real with you, if I wasn't really doing what I was doing. But like I said, it's about keeping good people around you, man.
Shout out to his friend E for recommending counseling. More black men. There is a black men's health walk coming up.
Yeah.
Kamari Wooten.
Kamari, shout out to
Kamari, shout out to you. Kamari and my his daughter and my niece dance on the same dance team, Vision Dance. Season getting ready to start again. But attend that. Kamari, I'll probably have you on the show pretty soon before I depart LLV. And Vinny, speaking of, I ain't gonna say it right now. But let's get back to the million things that you're doing in the community. You got BMG, you got Dillard's After Dark. You have you just had a bourbon thing. I forgot. Speak Easy. Listen, you're doing a lot, and real talk needs to be in them real street.
Let's take it from the top, man. August 24th at Luray Art Gallery on Main Street, 611 West Main. BMG, we partner with some of the dopest artists in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like Sheila Fox, she's actually one of the artists. You know what I'm saying? Asia Watkins, I know. Artie Chambers, he's going to be there doing his thing. And that's what that art exhibit this time is about. It's the Black Louisville Art Exhibit 2. It's our second time doing it. The first time we did it at the 10th Street YMCA. It's artists supporting artists. You know, I saw a post from an artist that is actually in my group. I don't want to put their business out there, but the post was unsettling to me because his situation wasn't where it needed to be. And so I reached out to my folk, you know what I mean, chopped it up, told them what I wanted to do. So that art exhibit, we're looking to give the proceeds to my people. So he can go ahead and get back on his feet.
Yes.
Back on his feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that is August 24th. Then we fast forward to August 31st.
That's it right there.
Which is Peace
Labor
Fest.
Day weekend.
You know it. That's right. Peace Fest. The community day, man, over at St. Stephen's Family Life Center. We start that at 11 p.m. We go till 5 p.m. I've reached out to a lot of folks like the Goodwill, Salvation Armies. Who else we got? Job Corps. Just a lot of different organizations that'll be going out there, from CPR, folks teaching you how to do CPR, you know, job opportunities, the whole nine. You know, it's a day of peace. It's called Ceasefire Weekend. We've been losing too many young. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have to be able to, you know, put a spotlight on that. So the following day, this will be our second annual 100 Kings Walk, where we take over Chestnut Street. We start at 10th Street YMCA up there with Kay. So we're going to holler at him. We gather there, we leave, and we walk to Routes 101, you know, down there, and let Mr. Holland speak. I was fortunate enough to meet Nuri Muhammad this past week. And we sat and chopped it up for a little bit, you know what I mean? So looking like we may be able to have him walk side by side with me. I'm going to be in touch with him. He loves what we're trying to do here in Louisville. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's what we know.
So going back to the Peace Fest. You have vendors, right? Tell us about how people can become a vendor, what type of vendors you're looking for. And it's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Community-based vendors, business vendors, just DM me, Fonz Brown on Facebook, 502 Fonz on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Also, what we have going on with you over at your Excel Center.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I saw the post about the food situation over there. And I'm tied into the car club community. When I used to do my thing with them. So shout out to CVB, Crown Vic Car Club. Shout out to No Limit Mopar Car Club. And shout out to Midnight Mafia Car Club. Y'all gonna pull up over there. And we're gonna bless that whole pantry with plenty food. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to help with that, you know what I mean? August 17th, you know what I mean? So we're gonna say about 11 a.m. That's
right. Whenever y'all want, I'll be there opening the door.
That's what's up. So we're gonna drop that over there.
One thing I like about you, Fonz, is when you set your mind to something, you connect with people, you make things happen. I tell people all the time, the way to get my attention is to promptly respond. Because when you promptly respond, that lets me know that you're for real. So I like the way you do. I like the way you do business. That's from a movie. I forgot what movie. But what gives you the stamina, especially when you said you find yourself in rooms that you never thought of?
First time, I know it's not me, it's God. You know what I'm saying? Like every day he's gonna drop an idea on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's showing you what can be done, but it's up to you to actually execute it.
Well,
So if you sleep all day, if you're being stagnant, like my day start 4:35 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So before I go to my other job, I do my job.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I make sure when I see your texts, I see your email, by the time business hours start, like I said, I seen your green light on. So green means go.
Green means go.
You know what I'm saying? Green
You
means
called me
go.
early. That's
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
and I was up early. I was just getting ready for work.
this is what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So
and he's like, this went, you showed it. He's like, okay, I got this together. We want the 17th. And we just met last week. You came up to the school and took a tour. And he called me a few days later. And so about handling your business and being obedient to God is very crucial, not to procrastinate.
Yeah, I took my Dealers After Dark fashion show to a few people. It wasn't Dealers After Dark at the time. It was just an idea of doing a fashion show. I saw how over fashion, you know what I'm saying, is picking up. So, and again, you have to be able to have confidence in yourself and jump out on a limb. If closed mouth don't get fed, we all know the history of that. You know what I mean? So I took it upon myself. I did my research on who was who in Dillard's, and I worked my way from the secretary to this person to that person, and eventually somebody said a name, and that's all I needed.
That's all you needed. They said a name.
They said a name that was enough for me to be able to, okay, now let me find out, see who you are. You know what I mean? Once I done the work, I ended up getting a meeting, sat down, he loved my vision, he loved the story, you know what I'm saying? And for the first 2 years, we donated thousands to the Home of the Innocent. You know what I'm saying? And those kids, this year, we're going to be donating to the Boys and Girls Club over at St. Stephen. So, you know, we making sure we do our part. You know what I'm saying? We get our money, we do our thing, but at the end of the day, we're not putting ourselves around good people and helping the people that need. What are we doing?
What are we doing? You know? What are we doing? Now, talk about Dealers After Dark. That's October
13th. Yeah, we take over St. Matthew's Mall, D3.
Come on. The melanin is taking over St. Matthew's Mall.
After hours. So once the mall closes at 6 p.m., our team will run in there. Like I said, some of the car clubs, they come out, lend a hand. It's a beautiful event. So right now we're in the planning stages of it. I just got the green light on the date the other day, but I've already had things in line. I'm just ready to push the button on for it to go. But we'll be doing a model call in September, early September. So if you're a model and you're looking to walk the runway, DM me. Look out for the model call. If you are a fashion designer and you're looking to get your clothes on the Dealer's runway, you need to be DM me. Like I tell people this, I'm serious about what I do.
Serious, he's serious.
I'm saying I'm serious about what
serious
I do.
Inquiries only, because he gonna hit you back like ASAP.
Yeah, like ASAP. So you have to be able to put yourself in a situation where you highlight yourself. You can't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody pop they you on social media, but when it's really time to, you know, put to the ground, you know, they know shows. You know what I'm saying?
What you say, Fonz? What?
Man, they know shows. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, just keep staying grinding, keep humble. You know what I mean? And just keep moving. Like for real. I can't not stop my grind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I cannot be stagnant because other people are stagnant.
That's right.
I'm like, hey, can you do this? I'm gonna see. If you can't do it, just know it's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna get done.
Can I interject?
Yes,
ma'am. For you, brother. See, because he said he can't be stagnant. There's people, people are waiting on him.
Yes.
You know, they're waiting. God has already ordained this thing from the beginning.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's obedient, he's staying there, doing exactly what he's supposed to do, Tanya, is why it's happening. They're waiting.
Yeah, right.
What if you didn't do what God called you to do? Right. Look at the lives that you would not be, that wouldn't be changed. We know that God will still do it.
Yeah.
He just used somebody else, but you're the vessel. I just met you today, but I'm thankful to God that I did because you blessed me.
Yes. Yes. And it's all about being obedient, prompt obedient. Because procrastination can not only hinder you, but it hinders other people.
Everything connected.
And so I want you what else you got going, Fonz? You got so much.
Yeah, my birthday is in September.
Okay,
so
September what?
September 18th is my birthday.
All right, 18.
Yeah, so we're looking to do something.
That's why you own your business. You a Virgo?
Yeah.
That's Emery.
Yeah.
Emery's a Virgo, so she has a
I'm
business.
looking to do something again for my birthday. Something real nice. I do the fly guy thing.
That's
But a lot
right.
of my guys, we dress dapper. We make sure we suited and booted when we step out. Putting our best foot forward. So it'll definitely be one of those type of nights. You know what I'm saying? But the main things is for real. Dealers After Dark. All of that's cool. But Peace Fest, Ceasefire Weekend, where we sitting here and we showing these kids a good time. Bring your water guns, bring your water, have some water fights. You know what I mean? Whatever. We got a whole field to do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's highlight that. Men's organizations, 100 Black Men of Louisville. I've been chopping it up with representatives of them. Nation of Islam. I've been chopping it up with representatives of them. The Israelite men. I've been chopping it up with them. Christian pastors, I've been chopping it up with them. We got to come outside the doors. The kids that if they're not coming in, we got to come out.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're not coming in, y'all.
Coming in, so you have to be able to show and put it right in their face.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And let them make a decision. That's why I said I'm reaching out to multiple organizations, and I'll have a panel of those gentlemen up there. So when they speaking, hey, you might like this organization, you might like that organization. Just find a organization or get organized yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You preaching, Bob.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what it is when we talking about Peace Fest Ceasefire Weekend. So let's turn out.
Ceasefire Weekend.
There's 100 Kings Walk, but let's do 1,000.
Let's do 1,000. That's easily done. Easily done, especially if you've had a family member die from gun violence. Please support. Time is wrapping up. Let's give the people how they can stay connected with you. Miss Angie, on social media, how can they stay connected with you?
They can stay connected. Angie B. Stewart as Facebook. And then right now, because I am in Aruba, you can't call me directly, but you can reach me through Messenger.
That's right.
Directly. And you can do the WhatsApp.
Connect with her.
Connect with me, please.
Fonz, give us your contact information again.
Facebook, you can hit me up, Fonz, Fonz Brown. Instagram, it's 502 Fonz. Email, Brown Fonz, Fonz 502 at gmail.com. And so, like I said, hit me up. I'm gonna reply back to you and let's get something going.
Immediately, he's gonna reply back. And all my JCPS family life center people with the budgets, y'all need to get Fonz in y'all school.
Man, shout out to Shawnee kids, man.
That's right.
I said, I'll be there to see y'all. Like all them kids over there, they call me Unc.
Okay, that's right, Unc.
So they color, where they from, you know what I'm saying? When they see me, they call me Unc. I see kids out here that I've helped get jobs. I know we're running short on time, but I do a high school business mixer with Dr. Pat, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get that going again this school year. I got a lot of great things that I've collaborated and put together for these kids over here. So hopefully we can sit down and make something work.
All my sorors who are principals, hit Fonz up so he can bring them in your school. One last word of wisdom, give 15 seconds, starting with you, Angie. Tell the people something.
I want you to every morning get up and ask the Lord to create in you a clean heart and renew the right spirit within you. It starts in our mind. When you have a changed mind, you'll have a changed heart. In the scripture I love and hang everything on is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, and plans to give you hope in the future and bring you to an expected end.
All right, Fonz, what you want to say to the people?
Make sure you plan your work and work your plan.
Come on, brother.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what you need to do, and make sure you keep God involved in that plan. Without him, your plan is nothing. It's just something that you're trying to do, running in circles on a hamster wheel. So, like I said, plan your work and work your plan. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that's good stuff. Until next week, we'll have Erica Whitaker Bacon on. She's talking about prepping for K and beyond. Until next time, live life with love and laughter. Benny, I'll see you again in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Ben.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.